Hey there. So the screen looks really dark, but like the room isn't that dark, but it was just, I guess it's my camera. Something happened. So, let me try to explain it the best I can. So, so I got back from taking a friend out to help them do their laundry. I came back home. I sat on my bed, and just to relax a little bit, I decided to um, listen to nighttime crickets. And it is, I just, was listening to that, and I have my lap desk. I have like a foam lap desk here. And I was just like resting. I set my head down, and this tiredness came over me. And here's the thing, like I usually cover up the time on my phone because if you've seen my videos, I see like something tries to compel me to see double numbers, triple numbers. So I'm sitting here and I have this tiredness come over me. And then something wakes me up and I look at my phone and I pick up my phone at double numbers 10. And so I get annoyed. So I go and I find a sticker to put on the time. I'm like, I should have put one back on when it fell off. But then I turned my phone off, but then I'm like, I guess I turned my phone off, I sat back down, but then I'm like, I'm going to turn my phone back on. And, well, actually, I was annoyed. And then I turned my phone off, turned it back on, found the sticker, put the sticker on the time. And then I just went to sit back down on my bed. And kind of sat in silence, but really not that long. Um, but then I started like to listen to some other music on my phone, which I'm like, okay, I haven't listened to Jesse Cook for a while. It's like flamenco, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just click on that. And then I have a timer, like a alarm. Actually, back up. So I was listening to like flamenco. I was listening to something else. And then I felt something touching me. I felt something touching my ear, my left ear, my right ear. It would constantly move, touch the back of my head. This tickling feeling. Something hit my EC unit. And, it just kept on bothering me. And, so something just kept on bothering me, and, trying to make muscle spasms on my body as well. So I just got annoyed, and I'm like, okay. And I thought of an idea. I picked this up at the Goodwill. Something about frequencies, because I was like watching videos about, like there's videos on the internet that the reason why they got rid of church bells is because it was a specific frequency and evil spirits don't like that frequency or something. So at that time I was listening to, I was watching those kind of videos on YouTube, and I went to Goodwill and I saw this bell, and I don't even know. I know it's hard to see. I don't know if it like supposed to sit in a slot, like in a door or something, and then hit, ring every single time the door opens, but it's really loud. So I'm like, okay. So I got up and I rang it around me, and then the feeling of being harassed, being touched, disappeared. And then I sat down, and then I listened to the Jesse Cook on my phone, and I was awake, you know, that sleepiness went away. And then the timer, the alarm went off that it was 11:12 p.m. So it's like, it felt like a significant amount of time passed that shouldn't have passed that long. So it's interesting, and I'm making this video because I know there's people out there that can relate. Which is weird because I was just, you know how like alien encounters, how people have time, unusual amount of time pass and experiences. I haven't had severe, but I know spiritual warfare that aliens are demons, demons are aliens. The symptoms and the experiences that people have of aliens are the same similar experiences that people have of demonic encounters, dealing with like certain dreams, time passing, feeling like something's touching you. And so I found this one lady on YouTube. She had experienced a lot of alien encounters, and she made a video because she came to Christ and revealed that they're demons. And so she would, in that video, she posted, she was sharing her past self in past video, talking about what was happening then. And in that one video, she was explaining that she could always feel them. So there's similar occurrences. So the moment that I rang the bell, I woke up and I got out of that sleep, and I stopped feeling like I was being touched. And in that video of that lady, she was talking about there is something to do, there's something significant between sleep and wake. And that's what I experienced just a few minutes ago, but apparently an hour ago, I got sleepy. I kind of like dozed off a little bit, and then I woke up to that time, and then I felt those experiences. Then I had that experience of being touched, and then when I rang the bell, it was like an hour past. So it's crazy. But that's not the first time I heard of there's a significance between sleep and wake. There's another video that I watched a while back that a lady who was going through spiritual warfare, let's see, she realized there was a significance between sleep and wake, and I think she would deliberately wake up at certain times in order to pray against like the attacks or something. So I figured I'd make that video because it was like when I rang the bell, within an instant it was gone. And so there is definitely a significance between sleep and wake, and I know that what I'm dealing with is like from an occult spirit perspective. It came from it's the same spirit that's operating, like if you've seen my videos, from the man at work who has a spirit guide demon. Spirit guides are demons. Demons are aliens. Aliens are demons, and so forth. So they're all the same. And so I just figured I'd make this video. It's interesting that I was able to find a bell that big. And um, so if you're somebody who knows somebody, or you're somebody who's dealing with like spiritual attacks, um, I hope this video helps you. What I need to start doing is trying to get myself to pray more, pray before I go into that sleep, that tiredness, and then pray right when I come out of it. But it's weird. It's like something compelled me to like want to like go to sleep, rest my eyes, and then I just woke up and was compelled immediately to look at my phone, and it was double numbers. And it's the same for people who like listen to, it's the same spirits, same type of spirits when people listen to certain frequencies for meditation. A lot of people will say that, like I've heard or read, that people will watch videos and listen to a certain frequency for meditation, and then they keep seeing double and triple numbers, and that's connected to the occult. And so these kind of spirits, what they do is they deliberately put the victim in a sleep and then wake. And then throughout the night, especially like it's kind of like a schedule of the day of the week, like certain times of the day of the week, certain days, but might be different for other people. But they deliberately put the victim in a sleep to wake state. So the victim goes to sleep and then just wakes up out of a dream. And the dream right away may not be sexual or evil, but then the victim will just lay their head down for a minute. The moment that they let their head down, back into a dream, and they don't even know that they've gone to sleep. It's that quick. Then they go into a dream, and then they just wake back out of it. So they're put back to sleep, they're woken back out, and I think by the third or fourth time is when like the victim may have a sexual image, a sexual appearance in their vision or in their dream, and wake up. And after seeing a certain sign or indication, if that victim, it could be different for other people, but if that victim were to lay their head back down and go to sleep and let themselves fall asleep, they will wake up with an attack, with a spiritual attack. And so, for example, pelvic floor spasm, and then feeling like something's touching the person. So in order to avoid that, the victim would have to get out of bed and let the sleepiness pass. So what I've done is to, let's say, because I don't want to stand up. I didn't want to stand up the whole time, but I wouldn't stay in bed. I would, like, let's say, kneel beside my bed and just face my bed and just keep my head upright so I won't go back to sleep. And by staying in a position that I would wake up if I fell asleep. Let's say if I stood upright instead of laying my head down, if I stood upright off my bed, that the moment that sleepiness tries to put me to sleep, I'd wake up and then come out of it. So I hope that this video helps you. I hope it helps somebody else out there. Please like and share and subscribe to this channel, to this video. And I'm just, this is the experiences that I've gone through, and I figured I'd share it because I know I'm not the only one who goes through stuff like this.